Alright, hi everybody, this is Don Derwin, and I show you the progress I made in some things that, few things that I forgot to mention in another video that I watched a video and there's a few things that I should have probably covered. Anyway, how I made this stripe here to put the curve in it to here, maybe it's over on this side, this curve here. I just wanted to kind of show you how I did it. So what I did is every time I moved it, I went and looked, when I started Flight Simulator and looked and see where the line was until I got it right. And it's very time consuming. But anyway, first what I done is I copied it and I copied the layer and then I adjusted it with Control T. Just, Control T, you can adjust it like this and adjust it up or down. And this, you can make this longer or wider or wherever. So, first time I moved it a little bit down there. Then I looked at it and seen where it was, and then I adjusted it here, but this time I took it from here. Tried to curve it a little bit. And third time I took it from here and it was just straight, but I just bent it a little, more or less. And this one here, I bent it there like that. And then there I seen needed a layer here, so I copied it and put it down. Well, in other words, it was too much of a bend. And then so I kind of made less of a bend like that. And there I kind of covered it up a little bit, make it less of a bend. But every time I did that, I went and looked at the airplane and took a picture. What I do is open with paint, and then like this when I was trying to do the door. And then I go paste, and then then I could see right where I need to move it, so I can visually look at it. So I don't get confused. So I'm not guessing. Like here, I was adjusting the door. I wanted to make it a little bit longer because there's so I made it a little bit longer on this side. And then you can see things too a little bit better, easier, rather than just adjusting them. And then there, okay, I guess I thought I needed a little bit better there. And then the top here, well, here is probably gonna get pretty detailed. Right, and then that was the bottom, and then the top. I figured that needed to come down a little bit, looked a little off. And two, I figured this one came down a little bit, I copied it. And here I just looked like that, I needed to come down a little there. And then here it looked like I needed to come down a little. Very slight, but... And this is the last one here. Oop. Alright, he needed to come up a little bit. Yeah, that's what it is. He needed to come up. And that's how I got the curve in there. And then I had to put these purple things over the windows. That really doesn't matter because I'm not going to save this anyway. And then I just put some purple there. Oh yeah, purple there I put. And yeah. Save it. So, alright. And now this midsection here. Oh, and I also oh, maybe I should. Yeah, I made another I made another one of these here. I made another one. This is how I got the doors in there. I mean these doors here. And I erased some of this stuff here. Now I was able to save the pilot waving. I think that's kind of cool. And put the doors in. But yeah, I suppose maybe I could just do this where I made the doors. Because I had just too much stuff in there. And I want to show you how you get some stuff to the other side. I mean, from one thing to the other. But alright, now this is how I did the doors here. And also what I'd done is to be able to avoid, like well here just got so much stuff there. Well, the thing is, all the stuff is coming through here. That's why I would have to go up. But if I did that, I'd screw up my door. But what I done here, I don't know why that stuff is there. Oh, that's just the alright, it's the American. Oh, because I put another line in there. Now I know why, because I had to adjust the line. That really shouldn't be there, but I had to fix something. But anyway, try to disregard that That's the thing that you got. But anyway, try to disregard that. All I did was trying to get the door in there. I just copied this other one from my American Airlines one. This didn't look like this before because I think I had to add that stripe in there. But this is how what I done is this is how I did this. I put all the windows here, and I did one individually. I put them there, and then I put all this across here, just like my front fuselage. I put this all the way here, and I took the door, and I copied as much as I could, and then I put it over here. You know, this door here. Then after I done that, I just copied it over there. I mean, after I finished this, then I copied that up to there. But actually, the way I did the doors, it's really easy with this one. It's kind of nice, you know, when you, because the first then I hit what I had to do is do the door and then take all the material around the door off, you know, out, so you know, so there's nothing there. So just I gotta take all these things apart here, and I think maybe there's some stuff on there when I had to yeah, I had to move the line up. Because for some reason there was a mismatch on the other side. And so this is because of the door was there before when I moved the line up. That's why that's there. And I think I just copied this over and moved this that way. But here, this is the first time I put that here. This wasn't there at first. But what I done is then I took the American and I took that one there. This door I know is in the right spot. I mean, it's even different than what the KLM does, but I noticed that mine, well, are a little bit better. They're even different than the KLM little. Mine's more accurate. So alright, so then I put that one part there. Well, here I could probably even go in closer like this even. So I put the part in there. And this is because I had to adjust it. Even my American was a little off too, I guess, because I had to adjust it, move it. That's why it's made that way. Then I put the bottom on there. And like that. And this is the part that I had to move over. I mean, I put that one there. Well, and then this is the top. And then this curve I had to, it's too sharp of a turn, so, and plus I had to erase some of it. I noticed it's too sharp, so I just used the other side. And here, this is the other one. So then I copied this corner and I put it over here because it's too much of a corner there. And then I put the round window there. And that's the top of the door there. And I had to move this down a little. That's why it's a little bit off. Because when I looked at it in the picture, it was a little off. And this is when I moved this corner over to here. It makes it look more symmetrical too. Then here I had a little mismatch here, so I had to fix that. Then I had to adjust the line there a little. But anyway, that's about how I done the door there. But actually the door was well, it all took a while. Then I had to, I kind of had a trouble time making this, copying this and making this, because this is a continuous thing. You know, here's the aluminum here, and then here's the same, and here's the same. You know, I had to copy and I had to put it in the right spot. One thing with aluminum is hard to, if it's not in the right place, it's very noticeable. Because it's all so different. But if there's a mismatch, it's really noticeable. But and then, oh, here I might as well put this back in here. And then what I does, and then I just saved it as a bitmap, then copied the whole thing over and then pasted it over there. When that was done, I just pasted it over there, and that was that. Oh, too, yeah, I remember that there was one thing about the nose. I suppose I could do that now. One thing about the nose, when I had this this mismatch over here, when I looked at the nose, I don't know if you remember my other video. When you looked at the from side to side, and when you looked at the front of the nose from the front, it there was a mismatch from side to side, you know, after I copied it. Because I think I was lining it up by these windows here. For some reason, maybe those windows aren't the best thing to judge on, because I remember the judge where it's supposed to go. But I remember when I was erasing it, I seen layer, like, I mean, a little piece a little bit off when I was erasing it. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? I said, that's a little off. That's about what my lines are off. And so I adjusted it down here instead of by the window. And then that was perfect. It was right on. And I didn't have to adjust these lines again. That was really, you know, I noticed that this was a little bit off there. But here's a whole different one when I did the doors. But anyway, if you do painting this, try to use the part down here when you're trying to go from side to side. You know, line it up at the bottom here. You know, this part here. You know, this white part. That's where I lined it up instead of using the windows. Then it'll line up and you won't get a mismatch in. So I wonder which is better, that one or this one. Anyway, I'll leave that one there. So right now, I want to show you how you would get this. I don't know. I just kind of learned it. I just tried it because I wanted to get some parts from one to the other. So if you go like this, if you go click on here, what did I do? I must have closed it. I don't understand what happened. Oh. You know what? All right. I must have just closed it. All right, so here's my door down here. So here I'm taking it apart. All right, and then go open this one. And then you can go here, this other one. But here I put the American here, and I got rid of this one. I put that one there. Oh, and get rid of the Hawaiian. But here, this is how I did the door, the start of the door. So this is what's here now. And so you go like this. And so you click on this one. This is on this one here. Then you got the pilot door. You see that part right there? So let's say that I wanted to get this part over to this one. So what you do is you have that blue like that, and then you have it on there like that. And you just grab it and you make sure that one's on there. And you grab it and you just pull it over like that. And it comes over right here. And I just kind of put that there. Then go back over here and say, okay, I need this part here. Come over here and just grab it, pull it over. Oh, did the wrong one. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Okay, and that's over there now. And you put that there. And this one now you gotta put the blue one there. And just grab it, bring it over. Then it'll come over here. But no, one little thing is when you do that, don't save it, because when you it'll say, do you want to save it? You know, in this one, just say no. I mean, I don't think it'll affect it at all, but if you screwed something up, you wouldn't want to you want to do as least amount as possible, you know, because it's very easy to screw something up here, and then you're going through all this stuff again to try and figure out what it was. And that's very hard to do. All right, and then all right, let's get this other one here. Oh, this is for this aluminum there. I covered that up. That. And this is the top. Then I grab this over here and just bring it over here. That's over here. Then this is that part. I'll make sure it's blue, right? Yeah, blue. Then bring that over here. And it'll keep the same name too. That's kind of nice. You don't have to rename it. It's kind of a nice thing there. And here's the round window. Just pull that over. Put that there. Then oh no. Top door. This one. Put over here. And that's pretty much the whole door. I'm not going to save this one because I'm not going to save any of them. Because I wouldn't want to screw something up here. I probably would because this stuff is kind of hard to. So anyway, and so and then here, and then like say I made the door a little bit wider, and so let's say okay, I need this one a little bit longer. Then you go Control T, and then you just take this. It'll go. You can either turn it this way or that way by a little arrow. Well, here, well, or you can make it longer. Well, here like that when you see that arrow, or you can even make it wider by pulling it this way. So let's say I want to make it a little bit longer, just like that, and then hit Enter. And then this one down here, oh, I gotta get the bottom. And too, and actually one of the most, probably one of the most troublesome things I have is thinking of names, you know, when I make parts, just, and even when I come back to it, like, you know, if I come back to it a year later or something, I'll look at it and it's like, what the heck did I do? You know, I just try to name stuff that I'll remember. But even then, it's hard to do. Like, this is the lower pilot door, and I can put the blue thing there. Then Control T, and then there. And then hit Enter. Alright, and then I'm going to close this, save changes, nope. And then here I think I got this pretty good. I mean, I just had to, yeah, well, just had to put the windows there individually. I went down to the KLM layer and adjusted the windows according to the KLM layer. And actually, these windows are more accurate than my American ones. Alright, and then one last thing. Let me get a little sip of my coffee here. And two, another thing, I tried to stand up for a few minutes, get my circulation going again. You know, sitting down all the time, probably, I guess maybe you can get thrombosis or I don't know what the heck it is. One guy died because of like a blood clot or something like that. So it's not good to be sitting down all the time. So I get up for a minute. I sat back down again. Right, now this other one, then too, if you see something off too, like sometimes it's the which is purple layer stuff here. It's number 1 because I noticed I had to fix some stuff here. But now this I may not be able to show you unless I start up the flight simulator. I suppose maybe I should just do that. And I will. Alright, how about I just do that? Because otherwise you won't know what I'm talking about. I will just copy this here. And this is how I do it. And I know that this is the number 7. So this is the one. So what I do is I just sit there and I go copy. Because I name these things different all the time. I just go delete, and then just paste. That I figure is probably the easiest way to do it. And then I go here, and then oh, what? It's not the same. Oh, it's a bitmap. Ah. Alright, maybe I'll. Well, I guess I don't. Here. I don't have a paying one available right here. I'd have to make one. So I will just take this thing here and copy it here. Alright, now that's the KLM one. Now you'll see what I mean. It's going to be off. You're going to notice something. You're going to go, what the heck is going on here? Plus you'll be able to see what it looks like anyway. Usually I try to stand up when this is doing that, so I get some exercise too, something, rather than just sitting here. It gets kind of uncomfortable when you're sitting. Oh, unless you got a really nice comfortable chair, which I got a semi-comfortable chair. Actually, it's not even really a chair. It's a little footstool I made into a chair. Alright, now here's that part that I'm talking about here. This, now I put all the KLM part in here. This part here. This part here. This part here. And this red line here. This is where that that purple stuff is, the shiny stuff. So if you ever see something that's a little off like this, you know, like this shiny stuff here, that's why it's not good on white, because it makes it chromy. But this is just the part that I'm talking about here. And then it actually goes all the way along. Goes all the way along the bottom. Goes all the way along the bottom. From here all the way to here. And it's just below the door level here. And so that's the thing we're going to be concentrating. Well, here, let's say that I'm doing a model and I want to see this. Here, I'll show you. Okay, then you go print screen. There's a key that says print screen, so I just pressed it. Okay, and then I got quit. Okay, and then I got to make an adjustment here. I take this picture here that I got sitting there, and then open with paint, and then I go paste. Okay, so then now I got this picture here, so now I know. And then you go file, save. Then you know how to adjust it. You know, and you can move this, you know, like that. But anyway, it's not really my point there, but I just want to show you how to do that. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and fix this. Yeah, actually it took me a while to figure out what the heck, you know, I was doing it the first time, I'm like, what in the heck? I had to figure out where that piece was. Like, why is it, you know, it took me a while to kind of figure out where it was screwed up. I mean, you know, where that part was. But once I figured it out, and then making this thing the color too, I was contemplating on here, this is how my American was. Oh yeah, too, I should show you how to do that too. Because I was do too dark, and here I was contemplating here, because you know, here I got all these lines in here. I mean, that took me it probably would take me a couple of days, or at least maybe 8 hours. Putting all these, actually I just did one side here. They're at least 6 hours. And how I did it was I copied actually there is one, but I don't want to do it. But anyway, I painted it first. And then I'm like, figure, how would I get these lines over to this side? Actually, at first I tried to just take the paint away and just go around. I was just gonna try to go around here, trying to get rid of the background layer. And then I'm like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. I'm like, how you would do it is copy this layer over here, and then what I done was I took and then I put every one of these dots here. But here, if you look up close, they're not really dots. They're just like, you know, the paint. I took the smallest paint and I just went, you know, a couple times, you know, with the mouse. But how did I get them in the right spot? That was the problem. And so what I done was I copied one of these. Well, maybe I can just do it once. I'm not going to save this anyway. Alright, so here, alright, I went and on to my last one. This is where the landing gear is. On the inside I had stripes here. You remember my last video, there was stripes on the inside. This is the main landing gear wheel well. I mean, when the door opens up, this is the door when it opens up the main landing gear. And then I had my stripes all along there. See these here, I had them going all the way across. I'm like, what? Why is there red, white, and blue inside my landing gear bay door, you know? And I figured that out. But anyway, alright, let's say, okay, oh, okay, the background, okay. Then you gotta, if you're gonna copy it, you gotta go background and then layer via copy. Okay, then I went and put this over here like this. Then here's the Hawaiian. And so now, then I had this here. This is layer 1, and then you could name them just by layer properties and go you know, name it whatever you want, and then you go okay, and then here, and it's named. And so what I done was, which took me a little, actually kind of a while to figure out how to do this. So then I did that, and I went up close here. Then let's say I took everything off here. Okay, then you got nothing underneath. Then I hit the eraser. Then you can go from block to paintbrush. Then I probably, well, I don't know what I use. I think I did use the 300. And what I did, you know, because the 300, this thing erases a lot. And so then you can put the opacity, like how much you want it to erase. So maybe just 42%. Oh no, that's too much. Okay, maybe just 10%. Yeah, and then so I did that, maybe something like that, and I just did little you know, pieces like this, so it's kind of see-through. So I can still see some of the line, you know, over the whole thing, and I probably had to do it a few times because sometimes you'll erase too much. And then, then after I saved it, well, I'm not going to save it. Then I just sat there, and then the layer that you want it to go on to would be let's say this layer. After I painted it, you want it to go on that layer. You emphasize this layer, make this blue, and this is my top test erase, but make sure the bottom side is colored. Oh no, I would use the eraser. And then what you do to get the color, this is the eyedropper thing. And to get the color, I just went somewhere else and got the color. But or you can get it like this. Take the eyedropper thing. Oh no. It's the eyedropper, press it here, and that puts the color in here, and that's the color I want it. And fit on screen. And so this is, okay, so I can kind of see through it a little bit. All right. Actually, this is not in the right spot anyway, but whatever. I'm not going to save this anyway. So there's my Hawaiian underneath. See, you can kind of see through it there. Then you take your brush, and what I've done is I put it on the smallest one. Like, yeah, it's probably there. And I just went, oh, wait a second. Paintbrush. Why didn't it, oh, maybe the color is too light, I guess. Oh, alright. So I took it here, and so I had to make this one here. Went dot, 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 dot there, then this one, I think, here, no, I didn't do it like that. So I went like, dot, 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 and a dot, and a dot, and a dot. You know, I tried to get them, symmetrical, and then like this line, I sat there and went, you know, like this. I think I used the smaller brush maybe. Oh yeah, I went like this. Oh, I don't know. I had to be very careful. Like I said, it could take me a long time. Oh, I accidentally painted in the wrong one. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, it's screwed up. I didn't mean to do that. I'll have to try a different one. Okay, try this one here. Make sure that's marked. All right. This is marked there. Okay, all right. So I went. What? Oh yeah, it's working. I want it like this. So you can say, you might be able to see underneath it a little bit. But it's kind of nice if you see through a little, because then you can see what you're doing, see? And that's how I transfer the lines over. And so that's how I done that. And also these engines here, this is the front. I had my color here from these engines. This is the nose cone in the front. And I just made it all the default KLM white layer, and that's what made them really shiny. You could see the difference. Otherwise, when I use this color here, to here it didn't look good. It looked gray and dingy. But I just went to the default. You know, I erased all this stuff, and this is what the default layer looks like. Actually, it looks pretty good though. All right. And I just seen missing pixels here every now and then. Every now and then I find one of those, see a missing pixel where I didn't know. Sometimes I would have to go through and figure out where this came from. Otherwise, I can just paint it. You know, just do the eyedropper thing and just paint those pixels that are a little off. Anyway, all right, now this red line here on the bottom here. This line's kind of a little bit hard to adjust. It takes you a while because you got to look at it on the airplane and figure out exactly where it goes. And if it's a little bit off, you go down here. Then, okay, then it's got to be, and make sure that's the blue. And so if it's a little bit off, grab that thing, grab it, and if it's a little bit off, move it. And then go out in the airplane and go look. You know? So, alright, and then this is where the spinner is here. So, I guess that's it. Alright, now let's go take the airplane for a flight and see how everything looks here. Actually, I haven't looked at it yet. I mean, I haven't taken a flight with it. I mean, I don't think I would have, but I wanted to show you guys at least how to paint. I was going to try to do it with the American Airlines one, but I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just show people how I done this one? And you know, every progress I make, I'll continue till it's finished. And I think this one's going. Oh no, wait. You know what? I forgot one thing. Ah, darn it. I'll have to shut this off. Yeah, I forgot one thing. Forgot one thing that probably saved me tons and tons and tons of work. And here you can just take, this is the shortcut I got to the Hawaiian. And you just take a shortcut, you know, you go in there and get your thing. So it's a bit easier. So, alright. So this color here, so I was contemplating that I would have to, I was trying to use the paint bucket. I can probably show you what was happening. So I figured, well, maybe I will just take the color. Oh, well, here. Take the eyedropper. This is color. I took the nose color where I know I got the right color. Then I was trying to use this paint bucket, and I says, you know what, it might just work. What if I just take the paint bucket and then just go over. Oh, you don't have to do that. Okay, let's say the American. Why don't I just take the paint bucket here and do it like that? But all my lines are gone. I'm like, what? I mean, it's painted, but all my lines are gone. I'm like, what a drag. I mean, I figured it would take me 6 to 8 hours, maybe at least 6 hours to put all those lines back. 4 to 6, depending. And I'm like, man, I don't want to do that. It's like, man, that's I'm like, no way. I'm like, no way would I want to do that again. And I'm like, well, if I have to, I guess I'm gonna have to do it. But then I thought, I'm like, hey, you know what? What if I'm not gonna save this anyway. So alright, so I got that color. Well, I'm just gonna close it. So let's say so I took the nose. Let's say I want to make this color this color. Oh, here. So okay, let's say that I wanted to make this color just for my American. Oh no. It's gotta be the American one. Oh no, I can't. Oh here, I'll do the no one. Alright, do the no one. What? I'm confusing myself here. Alright. Alright, so I want to make that color. So how I done it was I took the nose and I put the nose next to it, the nose color I wanted, like here, so I can kind of look at it. Then you go to image, and you can adjust, and then you can adjust color balance. And when I did it the first time, I didn't look at my colors, how I adjusted it, so I had to figure it out all over again. But so if you're gonna, so in other words, if I would have copied my numbers here that I put in here, then I wouldn't have to try and figure it out. But it's just kind of a guessing game. So when I sat there and so I moved it like this, and then and like that. Or actually, you know, the first thing I done was I made it okay, brightness contrast. I got it a little bit probably darker like that. It's the first thing I done. Actually, that's what I thought it would do, but I'm like, no, that's not good enough. I guess it's not going to work. Then I figured, well, alright, well, I got the color balance in here. So technically, I guess you can make any color you want here. I mean, if you figure it out. So then I just adjusted these until I got something that looked. And I wish I remembered my exact numbers. I should have just took a picture of this and you know, because it's hard to get the right color. And here it looks like there's too much one color there, and that's why I kind of wish I took my numbers from here. I was thinking of doing that, and I'm like, well, yeah, and then I'm like, well, you know, it's probably not going to work anyway. And so anyway, yeah, that one's kind of close. Okay, that looks pretty good, and then I'd go look at it, and I'd say it looks kind of too bright, and so then I lowered it down a little bit. Actually, that looks pretty good. Maybe just a little bit brighter. There. And then I did it like that, and that's how you could change the color. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. If you want to do that. Now see how this looks now. And fly it around. Sorry it's so lengthy, but those are some things that you're trying to learn how to paint. Actually, I should probably go through all those tutorials, but I started to do a little bit of that, and then I'm like, well, I'm just. There's a lot more to this program than what I do, but I just do what I need to do. I don't need to know everything. Now, see how this thing looks now. And two, one thing I was thinking of, it kind of doesn't look good, is this top part here doesn't really match this part. So I was like thinking maybe I'll have to intermingle the layers or something like that. I haven't really. Here, this is what I mean. Oh, here, yeah, you can tell it clearly right here. The dinginess here. Remember that I showed you about the engine? This is what my color looked like. Because this engine, I'm just beginning to learn how to. I mean, not learn how to do, but well, I suppose it is learn how to do because the engine, everyone's going to be different. But anyway, you see this color here? It's all dingy, and so then that white part. The engine that I told you that I did, so this the part, so I erased all my part, and this is all white. then this is that that white layer here, and so that's how I made it you know, look like that. But anyway, I got the doors pretty good here. I did have to make a little adjustment after I, you know, got it out, but it saved me tons of work having that one there. And there's that one. And here are these windows here too. See these two that are open here? That you can see through that. You can look through. And here, this is the mismatch on the nose that I was talking about here. When I was adjusting them here, it was mismatched here when I copied it over the other side. But I didn't have to realign that because I noticed and then on the bottom I refixed all this. I made that a little bit better. But this is the part where I got this color from here. And you know, as I was looking, and like, it looks about the same. It looks pretty good. I mean, you wouldn't know that. Maybe I kind of guessed at it, but I guessed at both of them. But I suppose that's pretty possible to do. But if you do that, you should like print screens so you know once you got it right. But I didn't think it would. I thought it would be a lot harder than what I figured, but I got it right away. And then here, so my windows here, you can see they're lined. You look across here, they're lined more than my other one, but they're off a little bit. And this light stripe, it goes all the way down. That's pretty nice. Here's a little bit off there, but I'm not going to worry about that. And this side's pretty good here, like that, down there. I think I adjusted it once, one little adjustment on it, but that's like really minor stuff there. But I think it's for flight. See what it's going to look like. Okay, put a couple notches of flaps in here. And one more. Too, I noticed that this airplane, they call about the aileron droop. There's the like one model, the aileron droop thing. So here you go up. Just a thing to make your flaps more effective. Have your aileron droop. It'll droop down. So here, this is your aileron like that. And so the aileron droop will make your ailerons act like flaps. Here, watch, you can see it happen. See, that's the aileron droop. So that you have more lifting power. At first they didn't have that, but they modified it a little bit to have the aileron droop thing. That's kind of cool that that's actually accurate. I mean, that's the real airplane. The pilot, I was watching a bunch of videos on that, and then one of the pilot, and he says, "What is aileron droop?" And then he explained it. I'm like, oh wow, it actually does do that. I was impressed. I was very impressed with that. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. So actually, the more I learn about this airplane, more I'm starting to like it more. Okay, and then apply. Okay, now I'm in here, and then make this about 5. What you gotta do is get the CG here. The CG I'm looking at right there. We get about 5.5. Sometimes it'll start to take off when I before I rotate. Sometimes if I have that, it's too much. Okay, and then the strobes are on, and then just gotta turn on the landing lights. And they say they always put on the taxi lights too right away. Then it says to, when I was reading it, says, press this first, then it will arm the auto throttle. After your engines get to past a certain percent, then it'll go into its own mode, is autopilot mode, and it'll be the auto throttle. Alright, and take the parking brakes off. Now I'd like to come up a little bit. Oh, and actually, you know what? I suppose I could put my glasses on. Might help a little bit. Alright, here we go. So rotate about 160. Gear up. Then maybe take a notch of flaps up. And the auto flight. Then hit this to 250, so it'll go at 250. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it does not work good with real world weather like that. But hopefully this will stop that. You know what? Just forget it. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with that. I do this all over again. Oh, now it's gonna put me at a different airport. Oh my God. Yeah, it will. It'll put me at a different airport. No, it didn't. Alright. Alright, it didn't. Good. So about 30.5. Unless I forgot to do that. Maybe I did forget to do that. I don't know. Very well could have. I don't remember. There's 5.5. Up a little bit, just press the arrow key. Then auto flight.
Stabilizer. Full lap. Spoiler. Stabilizer. Full lap. Spoiler. Stabilizer. Full lap. Spoiler. Stabilizer.
Actually, I'm waiting for it to get to 10,000 feet. I think it changes that because I'm under a cloud. I think that's why it does that. There we go, at 10,000 feet. It's more or less like a procedure turn, like they do it when like when you're doing a course reversal. You didn't fly at exact headings, but I just kind of guess. I just kind of look at where the buildings are and kind of judge when I should turn. I mean, I know where the airport is. And another runway is 270. That's where it was getting red, white, and blue. Is here these geared doors in there. That's where I noticed the color was right here. This is where the inside doors are. Oh, maybe just one.
Altitude. Stabilizer motion. Autopilot. Autopilot.
I guess maybe I'm landing with the tailwind. And turn the APU on. I think when I finish this, I'll take a flight to Hawaii. I don't know what's going to happen first. Oh, I guess it will be. I got 2 weeks before I go on vacation, so maybe. Oh, maybe I'm taking off on the right runway. I don't know if that one just landed or not. Yeah, I was like thinking maybe maybe I could take one of my colors from the other one and kind of intermingle it in here, or make this one a little bit less of a transition to like aluminum-y to like that color. Kind of, it's not really a color, texture. Maybe erase some of it and put some up here, make it a gradual transition. I'll have to try some other things, but I definitely think I should do something there. Oh, maybe park right next to the Lufthansa. Oh, you know what? Here, I'll go on this one. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to there. I wish I would have noticed that plane was taking off. I would have looked at it. You know, it looked kind of choppy there, but maybe in the video it would look better. So that's the Hawaiian Airlines one. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, I would say. I definitely think this is going faster than my American one, that's for sure. Well, because I've done a lot of stuff already, and I figured a lot of stuff out too. Maybe I'm a lot more productive. And plus, I got a lot of the same work done. That I could just copy over. Which is a nice help. But I was thinking doing Northwest Airlines. Not going to do United because I remember I did one a long time a while back. And they don't have any good pictures. So I'll probably definitely do a Northwest one, and also finish up my my other DC-10 American. But depends on what mood I'm in, if I feel like doing it or not. But I think the Northwest one would look pretty good. It's very highly detailed. I mean, the picture I got, I think it'll actually look pretty cool. I don't know, but this won't be the shiny textures though, or maybe it'll still be a little shiny. I mean, it's not aluminum textures though. I think it may look, I think it'll probably look pretty cool also. I still got the, you know where the Hawaiian emblem is there? I got to do the white background. I didn't do that yet. It's there, but that's just from the other one. Alright, looks like I got a parking spot right next to the Lufthansa. 747-8. That's cool. I forgot to turn off my strobes. Well. So there it is so far. I like how that shines right there when it's like that. Really shiny stuff right there. It makes it look really like aluminum. Even there, it really looks good. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video, and hope I didn't bore you too much with that painting stuff. But you wanted to learn how to paint your own. Hope I helped you out. And when I finish, you'll be able to upload it at either flightsim.com or xplane.to. I have my American one over there now. The X-Plane, well, both. But the links are in the description. So anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Okay, bye.